These are beams. They're fiberglassed into the cabin. The stock kettle had just a fiberglass roof. I built these and reinforced the cabin. As you can see, the fiberglass is tied in here, 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 and this is thick on each side. If you make it strong on one side and don't have the boat strong on the other way, we call it a soft spot. So the boat's soft, tough all the way through. Keeps the boat from twisting. The bulkheads right here are reinforced, bigger bulkheads with big huge chain plates which support the wires that go up to the mast for people that don't know. These are the port lights that open up. As you can see right here, I got them built. They're navy, aluminum navy port lights. And I got them made so they can just pop right open and hold open so they don't fall down. This is the nav table. This is the quarter berth, which we call. And now I can show a light, shine a light for you right here. And this is a real thick, and it's cut so I can go in really easy. Now this is just tools on this side. This is our simple navigation plate with a radio or depth sounder. Our battery operated lights on board, as you see right here. There's no wires. These are all AA batteries. Here's my quarter berth where I'll be sleeping right here. And that looks comfy. And then you can see how big the bulkhead is there. And that's the dive tank back there. You see here, this is all my safety gear, my flares, binoculars, all kinds of stuff that's easy for me to grab. I'll spend a lot of time on this side because I'm on a starboard tack, which is the wind from the starboard side all the way to the Philippines. So I've balanced the boat out for one tack as we sail. This is an emergency bilge pump, which in a good spot I got hoses to hook up in an emergency. Put one hose into the bilge, one outside, and I can pump from right here because if there's a big storm, you want to be down below. You don't want to be pumping outside. Okay, and these are handles I have strategically put up so I can grab and pull myself out. And then down below is our batteries where the engine used to be. I'll show you really quick. That's where the oil pan and the engine used to be. Instead now we got batteries. There's some wood blocking the water tanks, and I got them all strapped in. Those are about 50 gallons of water in individual tanks. So if something happens to anything, one water supply, I got multiple water tanks, so I make sure I have fresh water. Then I can also use them for water ballast. I can move them all around the boat to help out the ballast with a 30-foot sailboat. I got a lot of battery operated lights like right here. I had to switch on like that at nighttime, and that's little AA batteries, real handy. I got them in the engine room, which is not an engine anymore. Okay. Now follow me this way. This is the compass right here. This is my main navigation table, and I plot my course, write notes down here. This is my first waypoint, which is Hawaii, which I call it X1, XPAC 1, and that's going to be 2,350 miles. And I just wrote it in my GPS. That is the first leg. And I'm going to go south from Los Angeles. Here's Mexico. And then start slowly going west until I get to about 14 degrees here. And as I get past Hawaii more, I'm looking for Highway 12, which I call, which is 12 degrees north, which will take me all the way to the Philippines through Typhoon Alley. Anyways, these are the lights. There's my sweetheart, my love, Sharon. This is the compass and my true north, I guess all in one spot. But I can sit here and navigate right here, and I can just look up and see the compass right there. And I got my GPS, a little bag right here. They're all handheld GPSs. Nothing is powered by any wires, so I got 5 of them, backup systems. I got my sat phone right here, and then I got the GeoPro two-way texting device, which is really neat. It gives you ability to do email and positioning, and another tracking device. And that looks like this. Really cool. So I got 2 ways to text. I'll be texting with this and using the sat phone for live updates on the website and on radio stations. So bring awareness to Earth Island and the Dolphin Project. Because I want people to make a difference. The reason I'm doing this is to try to bring awareness and to a great project with Rick O'Berry. Lights, my card, my motivation from Dolphin Project people at Earth Island. This is a little crowded up here. I'll open the hatch for you. As you look down in here, this is mainly turns into a storage area, but what's different here, there's an extra bulkhead, which reinforces. A bulkhead is something that supports the hull like an airplane, the whole structural part of the aircraft, port and starboard. So that used to be a big quarter berth, but now I got an extra bulkhead. Gives it a boat much stiffer. Then up here is supports that go all the way this way on the ceiling, and these are all glassed in, and that really gives a lot of support. So every 2 feet, as you look up here, they're up here too. Every 2 feet there's a structural piece that was never here before, and that brings. This used to be a sink. This is just basically where my line. This is my bilge pumps, hoses right here, which I can hook up as I showed you earlier. And if you pop that camera right around to here, this is the sail locker. And this is where we'll be putting the sails. Now as you come over here, I don't know, this is basically a lot, but that's just a summary of what I'll be doing. Here's my stove. People always ask, how do I cook? Well, this is the way I cook. One denatured alcohol stove and heavy seas. I drop it in there. There's something down below. We can hide the brush. Then I can sit here when a boat's heeling over at a piece of wood, and so I don't get burnt by the saucepan. And then I can also set it right over here. When I'm sailing under this blue non-skid thing, and that's not going to go anywhere. I mean, I'm putting a lot of pressure on that. So in most sea conditions, I can cook there. And also, if I spill some spaghetti sauce on my chart, I got plastic coating. So that's very critical. My nav table I built. There should be an oven. Down below is all kinds of food. There's 4 compartments here. As you can see, I'm going to take all the paper and plastic and put them in plastic bags. Nothing's going to go overboard. A lot of protein bars. Thanks to the company Etour. These are going to give me some really good nutrition. A lot of pasta. A lot of raw foods. Live. It gives me it's raw vegetables, and I put it with soy milk. And it gives me energy. And it's like eating vegetables. They didn't have this years ago, so this is giving me an advantage to have really good nutrition, because it's hard to carry all these vegetables on a small boat like this. 30 feet is pretty challenging. Then underneath the sink, there's no hole. There's just a 5-gallon water tank. Like these is what they look like. I got all over the boat, like in the back. There's on board. And this is a little bucket. You just pump the water like this. And you got a hand pump, no electricity, and the water goes right into the bucket. Pretty simple. And you can see it comes out quite easy. When a boat's leaning over, when it's real full, I have to be careful. But that's just all I do is slide this out like this. And it comes right out. It's really quite easy. It sets in real nice. And that's handy. There's no through hole, and that'd be a good option right there for me for the sink. Okay, shut off.